My Steam Deck is practically fully loaded at this point. Aftermarket custom painted chassis, brand new anti-drift Hall effect joysticks. But the one thing I've neglected so far are the buttons. All I've seen so far are just different color variations, and that has not really appealed to me. But when Extreme Rate reached out to sponsor this video and said they have a product that will turn my Steam Deck into a mechanical keyboard, okay, I'm listening. They claim this mod is super easy and can be done without any soldering and is practically idiot proof. But I guess they've never seen my previous mod videos. So if I can get this flush with that other piece, that would be... It just came right off. But the knife actually scratched the paint that is on this part of the bezel and is now visible on the outside. Don't go crazy and try to shave off an entire layer of the plastic, just small circles to embed some scratches so the paint can adhere to it easier. Let's go over my experience installing the button kit and if I think it's worth your time and money. And stay tuned until the end to learn more about an exclusive free giveaway. The packaging is incredibly small, just about the size of a deck of cards. Opening it up, we can see the button switches, new silicone pads, extra screws, and even the tools you need to install it. Now they obviously don't include a heat gun, which is apparently also necessary to install this, but a standard hairdryer will work just as well. Now this won't be a full guide because this is actually my first time doing this, but I'll go over my experience and things to watch out for. I'll be using the official video guide from the company off screen as I do this. So if you like really zoomed out video guides using an AI generated voice, I'll link it in the description. Before starting, let's get a quick sound test of what the normal Steam Deck buttons feel like before any modding. They feel slightly mushy, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It means you can mash these things without any fatigue for years on end. I do really prefer my D-pads to be clicky though, as I mostly use it for navigating menus, and having it be clicky just feels so good. I made sure to remove the microSD card before removing the backplate, as bad things have happened in the past to me. More than once. Then it was easy enough to remove the 8 screws holding the backplate on and use the spudger to open the seal and remove the plate. Hey, that's a Steam Deck. Now, the kit comes with replacement switches for both the face buttons and the D-pad, so I'll start with the buttons first. After removing the thermal cage, it's as simple as removing a few screws, unplugging a few cables, taking off the bumper, and removing the assembly. Once we pull this out, we can see the original buttons are using electrical pads instead of a physical button switch. Now, this is actually just a sticker that we need to remove. The guide says to use a heat gun, but honestly, just a blow dryer on low for a few seconds will be enough. You just need to get the glue a little warm and it peels right off. To replace it, we have the mechanical switch sticker provided in the packaging, and it fits the form factor like a glove. From here, I just need to do everything in reverse and put it all back together. With filming, this actually only took me about 15 minutes, and if you weren't worried about your lighting being just perfect for filming like I was, you could probably do it in about half the time. The instructions show how to do the D-pad as well, but honestly, it's pretty much the same deal, so I just winged it. Remove the cables and screws, pull off the assembly, hair dry the sticker, slap on the new one, and then reassemble. As a side note, if you're going to do this mod, you might as well add in anti-drift Hall effect joysticks. They would take quite literally the exact same amount of time to install if you're already in here, and they're just so much better than the stock Steam Deck ones. I'll drop a link in the description to the ones I used. I highly suggest them. And after reassembly, you should be good to go. That's really all there is to it. Let's get a game going and see how these feel. I mean, they sound great. You can definitely feel a difference in the button presses. There's a more satisfying feedback to every press that isn't just mush. It's especially good on the D-pad. It makes every direction feel unique, and each button gives you a very strong pushback so you know that for a fact that you pushed it. I think this might be really good for rhythm games like that Hatsune Miku game to help you feel each and every note. Or even something like Baldur's Gate where the game isn't necessarily about button mashing, but instead ensuring methodical and precise button presses. I actually really like them, and it wasn't too hard to install. I think it's a small amount of work to make your Steam Deck extremely unique and give you a totally different gaming experience. So what don't I like about them? Well, if you're someone who plays in bed while your partner is sleeping, then these will probably wake them up if they're a light sleeper. It's not incredibly loud, but when you keep pressing them during gameplay, it definitely gets noticeable. Also, the screwdriver provided was not magnetic and was just kind of sucky. So while it's definitely usable, I recommend using your own precision screwdriver. Also, this kit only works for the original LCD Steam Decks at this time. The company said they're working on a version for the updated OLED decks, but there's no definitive release date at this time. I think these clicky buttons are pretty cool, and it's an easy mod for someone who wants to take their Steam Deck to the next level. If you're interested in grabbing them, you can click the link in the description and use my code JASON, and that will give you 10% off your order. They offer worldwide shipping and a generous warranty period. Again, that's JASON, J-A-S-O-N, for 10% off any orders from the Extreme Rate website. And to wrap up the video, Extreme Rate gave me 5 sets of these to give away to my loyal fans. So if you own an LCD Steam Deck and want to win one of these, go to the Gleam link in the description and follow all the instructions to get your chance to win one of these clicky button sets for yourself. But first, like the video if you liked it, and subscribe for more Steam Deck content. My name's Jason. Thanks for watching.